Well, I took a shower. I got my master's hat on, a different shirt, and I feel nice and clean. I want to talk about inspiration. Here's the definition, guys: the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative. Okay, so the whole thing is, and that's somehow or another on YouTube, my membership expired or something. I'll look into that. I don't know what that's for. When you're inspired to do something, generally it's from a song that you heard. For me, inspiration came as a child hearing people sing. And I wanted to do that. I wanted to be a singer, so I achieved that by taking a lot of lessons from people that knew more than I did about voice. When I got into being a radio disc jockey, again, I went to a school to learn how to do it and was really brushed up against other DJs that volunteered or worked there to teach broadcasting. What they did is they helped people like me, brand new, getting into the business. Now, for me, inspiration always came from, and it can come from the Bible, the Quran, religions, a friend, Carolyn Persenko, obviously, Lindsey Sterling. Your inspiration also can come from your family, especially if you have, and I'll talk to parents right now. The only way to raise a child is in a positive light. You know, Kai Trump, a wonderful 17-year-old girl, granddaddy is Donald Trump. As I said, Kai got me to see him in a different light. And, you know, once you see him as a human being instead of a god, I'm sorry, guys, but truly, you do put him as a god. You see him as a human being and you find out that he has his flaws, but he is set on what he wants to achieve. And that's what Kai Trump is doing. She's set on what she wants to do, and she's going to do it. Now, inspiration can be in many different forms, but look into it because it's a great way to change the way you feel. Let me get a cup of coffee. I'm going to see a sleep doctor soon, and I don't read a script, guys. This is all coming from my brain. Tell your friends about my channel. I think this channel is going to grow because people are seeking for something. We all are. You know, we're seeking for something. You know, you ask an elementary school child what they want to be when they grow up, is that what they're going to become? Who knows? Carolyn Persenko started playing the violin at a very, very, very early age. She also sings, plays the piano, and guitar. And her whole family, the Persenko family, is highly motivated people. Now, they are Christians, and they believe in Christianity. And as I said, if you have a positive outlook through Christianity, it's the best way to do it. It is the best way to do it. Now, you can also find inspirational preachers, speakers. You know, my whole idea behind this is I'm not here to tell you, you will be a millionaire, you will succeed, you're going to be I'm not even in that line of thinking with you. What I'm trying to say is just changing your mind. Focusing your mind on what you want to do. An old person like me, what is my goals? To drink a cup of coffee, to see my sleep doctor, to get a process, which I'm not even going to describe, but it's going to hurt like hell. It's going to hurt. It will. But the whole fact of getting old for me is to help younger people that are starting out that are stuck, or they got a problem, or life is beating you down hard. Parent died, mother died, dog died, cat died, you lost a dream job that you worked so hard to get. As I said, you can lift yourself up out of that and continue your process of positivity in life. And you can, trust me, you can do it. You just have to think it. My mama, many years ago, I was into Black Sabbath, and she called it devil's music. And she said, that type of music, Bobby, is going to lead you to Satan. You will go to hell. That's exactly what she told me. In that process of thinking, the idea is, what are you listening to? Is it positive or negative? Because, truly in life, there's only two things. Negative and positive. That's it, guys. There's only two. Go to prisons and you'll see the negativity of all those inmates. I know because I worked at a private prison as a counselor for drug and alcohol. Also had worked with antisocial personality disorders, which is fascinating. I worked with these guys and they just in a negative mode of thinking. And I used to go into lectures with them. I used to tell them, you don't have to be that way. And talking about the 12-step fellowship is a beautiful way for you to live a happy, joyous, and free life. No negativity at all. Now, as I've said before, really, to get the fullness of positivity, you need to get out and help other people. Volunteer at a homeless shelter, do volunteer work, give of your money to those people that are in need. Why? Because you're spreading your positive light to other people. And it's important to do that. It really is. So, let's review positive affirmations. Constantly flood your brain with positive affirmations. Read positive mental attitude books. I'm not going to tell you which one to read. There are so many of them out there. I like the old folks. I am going to talk about W. Clement Stone, an amazing man. I'm going to put the history of him on this channel for you to see. The other thing I'm going to say is that I want you to continue to be thankful for what you have. I'm thankful for what I have. Literally, I was in a trailer living with this guy, and he smoked like a chimney. I'd quit smoking, but I smelled like cigarettes all the time. I got out of there and moved into a senior citizens disabled building where my rent is subsidized. I get free internet now. I don't have to pay for my internet through Spectrum. I get it for free. Forever. I've got United Healthcare, and what they do is they give me an allowance of food every single month that I can buy food. I wish I could get out to like Walmart, places like that, but that's going to happen. It will happen. But I'm grateful for everything that I have. I'm not out in the cold like some people are. I got a nice warm place to sleep. And life is good. Life is good. It can be better, but that's what I tend to focus on. Getting better, not getting worse. And my hope for this channel is that it gets somebody to get up out of their chair and say, I'm going to tackle life and I'm going to have a good time doing it. Because what I want to see is comments of people that have succeeded. I don't necessarily mean making $1 million. I don't. I'm talking about succeeding in life. In other words, doing goals that you work towards and achieve. Tell me about that marriage that you heard me say that it's all negativity. Maybe you need to start changing the way you think. What is positive about your marriage? And let's face it, you got married for a reason, so there has to be something positive there. There has to be somewhere, right? And as I said, therapists are marvelous people. I love therapy. I do. I love them. But remember that all they're doing is just getting you out of negativity into positivity. They're just getting you positive and walking a nice, positive, light world. And I remember many years ago in the New Age, woo, New Age, woo! I remember the New Age days. My sister was into that. They talked about sending a white light to you. What is a white light but nothing more than positivity? That's all it is to give you positivity and make you feel good. Also, movies that are inspirational is an excellent way for you to feel good about yourself. And remember, stick with people that are successful and winning in life. I'm sorry, but if you got a friend that's wallowing in negativity and going nowhere in life, maybe it's time for you to find a new friend. Because, as far as I'm concerned, and let me get some more drink. I'm going to get a haircut soon, guys. I wear my hat so you have to see all this crap floating down. I know people that are bald, they're going, you're not being grateful. You got hair. I've got none. Yeah, maybe you're right. I need to be positive in the fact that I've got a head of hair. Guys, I hope and pray that I get more subscribers and people really start getting into this channel. Because if we can share each other's positivity through comments on this channel, it's going to help so many other people come into the fold. And the whole point for me talking about this is that I feel for people out there that are really struggling right now. People that just can't seem to make ends meet. They're poor. They're going to be evicted from where they're living. Life is not good. It's treating them pretty bad. But there is hope for them too if they just have the faith and belief that they can be positive and lift up off of that. It took me, I'm going to tell you guys, it took me years and years and years to pull myself out of the crap that I was in. I went through an awful marriage. I've been through awful relationships with women. I've been fired on jobs. I've been without a job when the economy was really bad. Life just really came down on me. The only thing that I could really do is to have that ray of hope of positivity. Just a little ray of hope that it's going to come into my life and it's going to work. And by George, it did. It did work. And it will work. You just have to try it out. Try it out. If it is you going back to church, go back to church. I had a buddy in the AA program said he got a lot out of church more now than he did before because he worked the 12 steps. Good for you. Or you may want to go to a positive motivational speaker and hear him speak. But like I said, once you begin to start realizing that you can be positive, you don't have to be negative, you can be positive. And you can have other people out there that are positive too. Because let's face it, when you think about war is negative. And it's a bunch of negative people. If we lived in a positive light, John Lennon in his song Imagine, if we live in a positive light, there would be no war. There'd be no hatred. So let's make it a point to work towards this. I hope this. You know, the funny thing is, I don't have any sort of a script, so I'm like, what am I talking about now? I'm drinking my coffee. I'm hoping that I can get me a good night's sleep. Peace, guys. I love you.